Hey everyone, I'm Nadine and welcome to Bookish Nook. Today I am doing a review of Burn for Burn by Jenny Han and Siobhan Vivian. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. This was the Chiclets book pick for the month of April, which I will leave a link down below for their Goodread page. So you should definitely join this reading group if you haven't. From this book, this is the first book that I've read for this book club, and it is a light and fun, super exciting read, I guess you could say. I gave it a 3.5 stars out of 5. Not that I had any big issues with this book. It was more just the plot and the story itself were not mediocre, but they're a little bit more than average. This book is told from 3 different girls' perspective who are all in their senior year of high school, and they aren't friends. So essentially the plot of this book is that each of these girls has been wronged in a way and they sort of want revenge. Each girl has their own individual backstory and person they want to seek revenge upon. What I liked about this book was that the backstories were complicated enough that they weren't overcomplicated and they weren't super simple where it was just kind of this person did this to me and then I want revenge because of that. It's sort of each of the layers develops onto each other. There is one character though that I didn't care for until about the last maybe 100 pages when you find out the real reason why she wants revenge against the individual she does, and it gives her an added layer of depth and the story an added layer of depth as well. Some of the acts of revenge that they do are sort of like it's not that they're not plausible, it's just sort of like that's not really that revengey. I mean, one of their revenge is tricks is to have someone mispronounce someone's name, and everyone sort of laughs at him, and he gets really upset and embarrassed, and it's sort of kind of like, you're really that sensitive that you're gonna get upset over someone mispronouncing your name? So it was just that, but it also takes a sort of a nosedive into the darker, more illegal plots of revenge. This book also does a fantastic job of sort of conveying the just the way teenage girls act in high school, and maybe not senior year, at least not my senior year. There was much petty drama as there is in this book, but maybe in someone else's senior year there was petty drama, but this does give a good sense of, you know, girls will always hold a grudge, and then the guys will, something will happen, and then they're, a few hours later, they're just hanging out like nothing happened. So this does a good job of conveying that, which I did like. But the 3.5 stars for me was just, it was too much of a simple, fast read. It was more, I don't know what I was expecting from this, to be honest. I did enjoy it, and although this does end in a cliffhanger, but not really, it's sort of not a cliffhanger like I need to know what happens. It's sort of like, oh, the story ended, but there's obviously more that's going to happen, so I need to know. I'm not going to be running out to buy the sequel Fire with Fire anytime soon, but I will pick it up eventually. If you're looking for more of a high school revenge story, this is definitely where you should come and get that fix. If you're looking for more high-risk revenge or something a little bit above high school age tricks and etc., this is definitely not for you, but it was a fun and light read, and it was a nice read, I could say, like a beach read, because it reads super fast. At one point when I was reading it, I didn't even realize that I had read 3/4 of the book in almost one sitting, because it just reads so fast. This is my second Jenny Han book. I wasn't blown away by this book as I was To All the Boys I've Loved Before, although they're very different stories. I definitely enjoy Jenny Han's writing. It's really simple and clear and to the point, and her characters all have sort of an individual personality by themselves, and even the characters who don't have a perspective. And I've never read anything by Siobhan Vivian, sorry if I'm mispronouncing it again, but I'm sure she had a hand in that as well. So I definitely like the way it was written. Each of the perspectives don't bleed into each other, and you're not constantly going back and wondering, whose chapter am I reading? So I really like that. Each of the perspectives were very distinguishable from each other, which is pretty rare when you have a multiple perspective book. So as I said before, overall I gave this a 3.5 stars out of 5. I did really enjoy it, and I will be picking up the sequel. Maybe not right away, but I definitely will. Bye!